Hi. Okay, so today was a really good day, not pain-wise. I had a function with my daughter, my oldest, in DC for her college that she's going to, SAIC. They hosted a luncheon for admitted students, and I took a lot of medication so I would be able to go and make it through. So I didn't drive. We got dropped off. That would have been dangerous for other people than myself. But anyway, it's just kind of amazing to me because, first of all, I was really excited when I walked in because I saw Larry, who's a professor there, and I've already met with him a couple times when he's been in town. I was like, "Hi, Larry. Love you." And then I got to meet another professor who's from the UK, he went to SAIC and he's been there for like over 20 years. And he was kidding around with the students like, "You guys are used to like 50-minute classes. Mine's like 4 to 6 hours." And I was like, "I love your accent. I could totally sit there and listen to you all day." And anyway, so it was very, informative. And now that Ashlee's definitely going there, I still have a lot of questions that now I just wanted to be answered. So you sit through the luncheon and then you get to make a beeline for the different professors and like there was somebody there from financial aid because I still don't know how I'd be paying for the rest of her tuition even though she gets a merit scholarship. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. Seriously. So anyway, I'm standing in the line for financial aid. No lie, if you watched my video from before, this girl cuts in front of me. My defense mechanism kicked in. I was like, "Excuse me, we're all in line waiting to speak to, the financial aid lady." And she was like she didn't hear me. So I was like, "Wait a minute, what?" And I was like, "Excuse me, miss, there's like, we're in line." And I was being really nice. And then, because I got a little bit louder instead of being like a mouse, and she was like, "Oh, sorry." Like you can tell the big long line for the lady. Anyway, so she got out of line, but she totally cut like in front of like 5 people. So anyway, then the guy standing in front of me was there with his daughter, and he was like, he was still undecided. And first of all, when I sat down, I was just so happy to be there. And I know my daughter was like, "Please don't talk to anybody." But I was like, "So where are you guys from? Are you committed?" And everybody was like, "No, we don't know. We're still waiting to hear back from other schools." And it was just written like nobody talked about scholarships. Nobody was committed. And everybody was in a really bad mood. They seemed annoyed to be there. And I was just like so happy. Well, I was kind of high, but prescribed by my doctor. But I was just also happy to, like that I was there engaging in something for my daughter. And I'm like, "What's wrong with everybody? Like, why is everybody in such a bad mood? Like, what's wrong?" So I was I wasn't chatty, but it was the like where everybody was just eating portion. And they're like, "We'll get started in about 15 minutes. So it's like, what are you going to do? Just sit there? Just stare at everybody? I don't know, weird. But and even Ashlee was trying to talk to people because she was like, "Oh, I don't know, whatever." She was trying to engage with the other students or other kids her age. And finally I was like, whatever. People were on their cell phones. One lady who was sitting next to me, her phone kept ringing, and then she was texting, and it wasn't a quiet text. Her texts were like, "Beep, beep, 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 beep." And I'm like, seriously? And that was during the presentation. So I was kind of like, because I really wanted to listen because I cared. And it's like, "Why are you here?" So then this guy, when I'm sitting in line, he was like, turned around to ask me if we were committed. I was like, "Oh yeah, I've already paid for the housing, we're set." And he was like, "Well, I don't think this is a good school at all. I just don't think that there's a good future for the children." I was like, that's actually why I researched, like, even though my daughter was 100%, this was her first choice, like, I really researched the future and like the placement rate, and this school is hooked up with so many good corporations and the internships and, basically even junior year, you're almost like guaranteed a job. It's amazing, the work studies. And it's amazing because as much as Ashlee was like, I'm going to go to SAIC, I was like, yeah, I was looking as a parent, like, what is it going to do for her future? Like, where is it going to put her? Because, you know, it wasn't like she was just going to be a business major. And then what's so great about SAIC is that you get to explore every area of visual performing arts, liberal arts, film, painting, sculpture, photography, performing, everything, that's what's so great. So, production, directing, everything. So you can leave there and it's not just like I majored in photography, so you'll leave there with so much experience in and all of it. And so I was talking to this other lady, and she's like, "Well, we're also looking at University of I'm not going to say because Ashlee also got accepted to University of and she got a huge scholarship, which I could have easily been like, you're going there because it's way cheaper and it's closer and whatever." But she was like, "And we want to go there because it's so great because you don't have to declare a specific major. You can explore all areas of art and stuff." And I was like, have these parents not done their research? I was like, well, yeah. And I let her finish her sentence and I was like, well, that's what's so great about SAIC. And plus this was also after the presentation, after Larry and, the other professors and Caitlin, the East Coast rep had also once again, presented that. That's one of SAIC's qualities. That's what makes them stand out. It's so great that they, do that for that's their school. You get to, it's not just one thing. It's not one specific thing, like I'm majoring in law. So I was just kind of like, what were you guys like? I don't feel good. I'm also like totally like jacked up on crack. Not really, but but I'm able to completely be aware of like where my daughter's going to school and what the school can offer for her. And I'm not rude. I'm not cutting in line for financial aid. I'm not turning around telling another parent that the school is a horrible school. It's like, why are you here wasting people's time? And I don't know. I just, you know what? I'm totally complaining again, and I don't want to come across. It was just a really good day. I'm so glad that I was there for Ashlee. And we met, just like I said, that new professor. Well, he's not new, but he was new to us. And we ended the event, talking to him. And he was just so nice and so sweet. And I just have so far, everyone I've met, everyone I've talked to on the phone, they're just so incredible. And I know that even though I'm going to be sad that she's leaving, I know that she's going to have a great time. And it came up about, because he asked if I had been to Chicago, because, Ashlee had already told him that she had been to the workshop, and I had to tell him no, I was recovering from 3 surgeries. I'm getting ready to have my 4th, but that I plan on getting better, and I want to be there when school starts. I'm going to drop her off, and I'm going to be in my 5-inch heels doing cartwheels across campus and embarrassing Ashlee. And Ashlee was like, and the professor was so cute, and he was like, good. I hope to see you in August. He's like, that's great. And Ashlee was like, oh my God. And I was like, I don't care. I will. I'm just going to be so happy. I'm just going to be so happy for my daughter. And I'm just going to be so happy because I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel well. And I'm finally be able to see SAIC's campus. And I don't know. It was a good day. I'm just so tired. It just wipes me out. And Ella's going to school tomorrow. And then she has the day off Tuesday. So I'll probably be totally wiped out Tuesday. But it was a great spring break having Ashlee home, and I was looking at the schedule already, and I was like, oh, look, Thanksgiving, that's when you can come home. And I was like already looking at like the dates that, she'll be able to come home. And then she told me tonight at dinner that, Mom, I just want it to be like it's been how we handled summer camp. And I was like, what are you talking about? Just where you come into my room, you unpack me, you get me organized, and then you just say, see ya, and you walk out. And I was like, no. I was like, I do everything. I don't ask you for anything, Ashlee, but you're not taking that away from me. Like, I'm kissing you and hugging you goodbye. She's like, I'm just not going to be able to do well with goodbye. I'm like, Ashlee, we're going to see each other. I'm like, I'm kissing you. She's like, well, can we just hug like another time. And I was like, no. And I know I'm just totally going to be like all over her like those couple days that we're there. And hopefully she's not watching this. I don't really think she watches my YouTubes, but her friends do. So don't tell her. Just don't tell her. But I'm going to be like, my baby, love you, sobbing. And she's like, I know you're going to cry. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to be crying, be fine. I'm going to cry. Totally going to cry. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go to bed. Well, I'm going to go take more drugs. Anybody want some? Just joking. That's illegal. Plus, I'm not a good sharer. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.